I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't replace.
It's not in the case of anybody.
That's why I spend my life with you.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, you guys, I've been telling you all that I will update you guys on Titanic tits and everything that goes on with her, the lawsuit with Akira, Tim, and her ex-husband, and we have a bit of updates. So let's get into it. I just recently posted a hottie updates video where I spoke about her ex-husband wanting to talk and releasing some videos, but he actually gave an in-depth explanation of what's been going on with him and Brenay behind the scenes, etc. And y'all, I'm gonna just let y'all know right now it's very, very trifling. So I posted the whole video at the end of this video, but I just want to talk about it a little bit because in that video he said that once he felt like Brenay and Tim were having an affair, him and Brenay had went through a breakup or something of the sort, and they're still married, but Brenay had asked him if she could start seeing other men, and he had told her he's not comfortable with that, but since you seeing Tim, why not just bring him over? Or Brenay had asked if she could bring other men over to their home, and Brenay started bringing Tim over. Brenay started sleeping in the same bed with Tim in front of her ex or in front of her husband. So they're not even divorced yet. This is still her husband. They're still currently separated. This is some weird shit. So the man you guys see in the video right now isn't Brenay's husband. That is Akira's husband. Brenay is being sued by Akira for having an affair with her husband, which is Tim, the guy you see in the picture currently. Brenay's husband has locks, so he's going to explain his story, but it's all messy and it's all pretty nasty, and we're going to catch her in a few lies because in one of her videos she says that Tim was her husband's cousin and she was dating Tim at first, and then she had got married to his cousin. His cousin Tim was married to Akira with a baby, and it's really a lot. He also says that he slept with her sister. Y'all, this is a very nasty situation. So Akira and Tim, they're still currently going through the process of separation and divorce, etc. Akira is still suing Brenay. I don't have any updates on the actual lawsuit, but I do have updates on Brenay's husband and how I believe Akira is going to stick it to Brenay because she's going to have Tim videos to corroborate what it is that she's actually saying.
Errands. Do y'all see any difference? Do y'all see anything different right now? Let me know. I'm literally sitting so far back from my mirror. I have that much faith in my daggone, what you call it, because yeah. Hey, good morning, sir. Thanks for coming over to come pick me up.
Who?
I wasn't talking about you. I said I went from Newhead. Fast forward to 2018. Oh, dude came back in the picture. They came back in the picture. I think it was probably either 2018, yeah. But then 2019. Okay, 2018 came back in the picture. Then 2019 it was real serious. In the beginning, y'all, he said I played the whole time. Let me tell you, I guess. How was I playing with you?
How you going on and off talking you all close to me and all that next day you want to be sitting near me?
Because I was having mixed emotions. And plus, I went through a lot of stuff before all of that. Like, from 2014 to 2018, I went through a lot. And sitting in the corner. Yes, huh? We had to meet everybody. I did meet you.
When was this?
At the shut-in. Me and Tim was dating. He wasn't there. It was you and Jesse.
He was sitting in the corner. Yes, huh?
What's good, TikTok? I've been struggling to even want to speak out about the situation, but for the people who do know of me and Brenay's divorce, it is not because of, we ain't even divorced yet, actually. We're still in the separation phase, but yes, she is wanting to be in a relationship with my cousin again. And people would normally have questions or opinions about why would I marry somebody that she dated. But a lot of people don't know that was back in 2013, 2014. We was all teenagers, so that relationship really didn't mean nothing to me now because we're grown. And around this time, he's married with kids. But the damage that has been done to me throughout this whole little process is taking a toll on me. It's been driving me kind of crazy a little bit because I've been wanting to speak out about it just because the simple fact of all of this stuff that y'all see on the internet be so fake, bro. Y'all may say I never looked happy with her in the videos and whatnot, but y'all don't know nothing that went on behind closed doors or behind the camera. People don't know what I had to go through. People don't know what I had to deal with, but I'm not gonna make it seem like I didn't have my faults either. Yes, I had some ways about myself too, but I never once thought about stepping out of my marriage to go be with somebody else. To sit here and say that I'm happy to see my wife with another man, no, I'm not. But I had to let that go just so I wouldn't continue to get myself hurt by chasing somebody who don't want to be with me. Do I wish we could have worked things out? Yes. Any married couple would. But it has to be a team effort. But when it's not, it's not going to work. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I've struggled with just moving forward from this situation because it's like, there's been a lot of unanswered questions, but everything has been shown through actions. So I have no choice but to accept my reality now and face the fact that things ain't gonna be the same ever again. I never once thought that going into marriage that it was gonna go like this. But you know, when people got other plans, they could really care less about you. And at this point, after this video, if it ruffles feathers and people feel some type of way about me, I could care less. To have somebody that you loved so dearly play with your heart the way they did, it really shows you that you really don't know people for who they really are. And it's just crazy to me how you can sit there and tell somebody that you love them, but then sit there and betray them like that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I thought getting over this little situation would be so easy. I've even tried to move on myself, made the mistake of trying to move on too early, and I've hurt people. And hopefully they forgive me. But to have to go through life, they're feeling this pain, it's tough. And I don't really think a lot of people really speak out about it, but waking up, not feeling that joy that you used to feel because somebody stripped it away from you, they just took your heart and ran with it. All because of their lack of letting go. It sucks. Like for my wife to sit there and tell me that she loves another man, it's crazy to me. Like, you really had the nerve to sit there and tell me that to my face, that you love him and you don't want to hate him because he slept with your sister, and that you want to squash out those little feelings that you got towards him. But me trying to be understanding, I'm like, all right, go squash your little beef or whatever. So they do that. And then now she wants to go spend Christmas with him and his family. And I'm like, I mean, we didn't really plan that, but all right, that's cool. We go do something different, spend quality time with him, I guess. But that whole week, it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. There was a lot of them spending time together while their spouses are sitting there looking like, what is going on right now? And it's like in that moment, I kind of realized like they got something going on, and it kind of made sense in the end because after they made their little video together where she didn't want me in it with them, I called a little attitude, and she got mad at me for getting an attitude. And then when we get back home after that Christmas weekend, I had a wedding ring, a new wedding ring that I had for her birthday. I gave it to her. She didn't even open it. And at that moment, I knew something was going on, but I didn't think much of it. And then when I go to my cousin about how I felt about that situation where they was making that video and she didn't want to put me in it, I guess she overheard me talking about it to him. And she asked me, like, why can't you express that to me? But I already knew I wasn't gonna be heard if I was to bring that to her. So I'm like, I ain't even gonna waste my breath. And should I have did that? No. But when I'm not being heard, I'm not about to keep forcing myself to be heard. And then a couple days after that, she want to hit me with she want to separate, but not to separate to divorce, but separate to better our relationship. And I'm like, we can just do that now. We haven't even tried counseling. But she feels like separation is the best way to go. And then Martin Luther King weekend comes up. And the crazy thing about that is, she ain't ride with me down there. She wanted to go down to my cousin and them house again. She ain't ride with me. She had my cousin come pick her up. And in that moment, I knew what was going on. I realized I was trying to get played with. So, I drive down there Friday night after I got off work. I get down there, try and give her a hug and kiss. She didn't want me to touch her. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, can we at least go outside and try and talk? No. And then later on that night, she wanted to hit me with she wanted a divorce. I'm like, bro, y'all get like, at that moment I realized like I'm getting played with. So I came up with a little joke, and I was like, our proposal was fake. I made it seem real only because your mama came downstairs. And that broke her, I guess. That hurt her feelings to her core. But in that moment, I didn't care. Because I already knew I was getting played with. But should I have made that little joke? No, but it is what it is. So the Saturday of that Martin Luther King weekend, we all go to this little park. And Tim and his wife is over there having a conversation. And me and Brenay having a conversation. And I ask her, I'm like, do y'all got something going on? And she asked me, how would you feel, hypothetically, how would you feel if me and Tim were to rekindle? And in that moment, I already knew. I'm like, because the night before, they was already talking about getting back together. So in that moment, I'm like, oh, I'll be happy for y'all. Not really meaning it, but it's like, I'm not about to sit there and force myself to try and fight for a relationship where you want to be with somebody else. To take it a step further, I started playing along with their game. She wanted to hit me with we get back home after Martin Luther King weekend, she hit me with she want to start bringing guys over. I'm like, nah, if you gonna be with him, you can bring him over. They do that. They sleep in the bed together, whatnot. She made it seem like she was gonna sleep with me, but nah, she slept with him. And in them moments, I'm like, yeah, all right. I kind of got my feelings a little bit, but I'm like, I took my L. Cried about it, yeah, I did. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt to see it. But at that point, I just had to see it for myself to see if it was really real. And it was. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna say something about me after this little video, but it is what it is. Whatever.
Okay, so let's move on. Him and I already had that conversation. And when we decided on separating, guess what he did? He took his ring off and put it in the bag and said, I'm so happy that we're not going to be together. We never really act like husband and wife. We were really like close friends, just having sex with each other. And let's also talk about the fact that you told me that you married me as a joke. And you expect me to just be like, you know what? Okay. You said that you married me as a joke, Devin. Let's not forget that, bro. This is way before anything. This was in January. Matter of fact, it could have been in January or December, one of those days. You told me you married me as a joke, and anybody who knows me know Brenay want to be a wife and a mom. Anybody who knows that, and you expect me to just be like, okay, we can work it out. No, you said you married me as a joke. You were young, and this and the 30. You want me to just be like, you know what, it's okay. He's just talking. No. And then a couple weeks later, you wanted to hit me, bro? Come on, Devin. Stop it. And once he realized it was too late and I was so far gone out the relationship, now he want to play, come on, let's try to work it out. No, I'm done. Brenay's done. Stop with all that. I left you for another man. No, I didn't. If I left you for another man, don't you think I would have been left you? If I wanted to leave you for another man, Devin, don't you think I would have been left you, bro? No, I didn't leave him for nobody. Tim and I were not together. Stop it, bro. Stop it. And they're not cousins. They're not cousins. For them to be cousins, first cousins at that, doesn't that make one of the siblings, doesn't that make his mom or his dad a sibling of his mom and his dad or whomever? Bro, they only thought that they were cousins because they had the same maiden name. Devin is not even a Montague. His people is a Montague. Devin is a Mayo because his dad. Come on, bro. They're not cousins. Stop it, Devin. Stop, bro. And then you swear up and down you love me so much. If you did, you would have acted right before we had to get to this. You would have acted right a long time ago when I was going to your mom, when I suggested counseling, when I suggested all of these things, when I was the one that was actually taking lead in the relationship. And every single time you look so uninterested. And that's not only on camera, guys. Woohoo, that's not even on camera. That's off camera. He acted like that to me. All the time. But y'all don't see that. But y'all always play. Y'all always try to make it seem like, Brenay, you're this type of person. Brenay, you're this type of person. No, I'm not. My heart is literally pure, bro. And I don't have to prove that to nobody. I don't have to prove that to... I wanted to spare him. What woman wants to be a husband in a marriage? If you got a whole man right there, be for real. Y'all can say I'm lying all y'all want to. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. I don't care at this point. At this point, after this, I'm not talking about him. I'm not talking about that little boy. I'm not talking about him. And yeah, I disrespect him all I want to. I'm not talking about that little boy. Because a real man ain't going to go and run to the internet and make it seem like I'm this terrible person when him and I both know what happened behind closed doors. So stop it, you and your family. Let's really talk about it. All y'all childish. All y'all, every last one of y'all over there childish. My mama still love you to this day, bruh. But your mama being funny underneath my page. My mama and my father checking on you and making sure you good. But your mama steady asking me for money like I was a piggy bank. And if they really love me like they said they did, they would have checked on me even when they found out about the divorce. Devin, you didn't even give me the opportunity to go to my family. You ran and cried to them before I even could open up my mouth and tell them anything. Let's talk about it. For real. Let's really be for real, bro. Stop making it seem like I'm just this. I just disrespected you and I ain't had no respect for you. I have respect for you. I always did. I always had your back. Even when people were trying to tell me on the internet, he is not interested. He don't love you. And this and that and the third. And guess what? You've become the same person how they seen you on the internet. It's the same way, bruh. Stop. Stop. Please. Oh, okay. You did. You said that too. To him. You told him that, bro. You told him that. And did he listen? Clearly not, because we're not together. And then you swear up and down, oh, I don't want to get back with her. I don't want to get back with her. But were you not trying to? Come on, bro. Stop. Yes, our divorce is not finalized, but it will be. It will be. And that's another thing y'all fail to realize. When people are separated, they move on with their life, especially when they know they're not going back. And that's what I decided to do. I decided to move on with my life because I know I'm not going back. They're not cousins. They're not cousins. They're not cousins. Let's be for real. If you want to be completely honest, he swear up and down a relationship back in the day when you're teenagers don't matter. Nigga, it matters when that's your first boyfriend and your first love. You're always going to have love for that person. Does that mean I loved him throughout the time that he was with so-and-so? No. That's what everybody swear up and down. I did it. I did not, bro. Y'all not gonna sit up here and make it seem like I'm this just bad person when I'm not. Y'all don't know the full story, and I really tried my hardest. I tried my hardest. But since he tried to make a video for attention, because as y'all can see, when has Devin ever been on the internet? He's never been on the internet. Now all of a sudden, him and I not together. Now everybody like, oh, Devin, I feel so bad.
Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me